Welcome to Legislative Report. I'm Anthony Tezak. On this program, we'll provide updates on legislation being considered in the State House, as well as discussions about local issues that are important to the people of the 151st District. Joining me is your representative here in Harrisburg, Representative Todd Stephens. Representative, welcome and thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Can you give us a quick update on the current status of the plans to redevelop the Willow Grove Naval Air Station?
Sure. As most of the people in the area know, the Willow Grove Naval Air Station was closed as a military facility, and since then the local community has been working with the federal government to develop redevelopment plans. There is a current plan that exists. It's online for anyone who wants to check it out. It involves really all the above approach, frankly. It's got some residential housing, it's got a town center, it's got a recreational facility. About a third of the space would remain open space. It's got room for additional roads and transportation infrastructure. It's got room for a assisted living facility for seniors. I mean, there really is all options on the table here as it relates to that 860 acres that are going to be redeveloped. And we're currently waiting for the federal government to finalize some environmental assessment and remediation plans for some of the issues that are over there.
And I understand that you had part in helping move this forward, just had a meeting recently?
We did. I brought Congressman Boyle, who's newly elected representative in half of Horsham Township, and Congressman Meehan, who's been our congressman for a couple of terms now, up to tour the facility and also to have a press conference, really to raise awareness and to get the Navy's attention, frankly. Our local organization, the Horsham Land Redevelopment Authority, has been awaiting a response from the Navy. And the Navy and the EPA have been sort of tangling over some language as it relates to some of this remediation that's needed for some of these environmental issues. And frankly, from the local level, we don't really care, who fixes it or how they go ahead and fix it. We just know they have to fix it one way or another, and then get the process moving. We've got a terrific opportunity in Horsham. You know, it's not often that you see 860 acres up for development in our area, and we've got a great opportunity, but that window isn't going to be open forever, and we've got to strike while the iron's hot. And as this economy picks up and more businesses are looking to locate in places like Horsham Township, we want to make sure that we're there and ready, willing, and able to attract those top-notch businesses.
And why is this redevelopment so critical to the 151st District?
Well, in the end, it's about quality of life for our constituents, being able to provide those roads to cut across that 860 acres so that we can more easily travel around our community. But on top of that, it's about bringing top-notch employers to our area. Horsham has a very vibrant economic base, and we need to continue that. We're competing with other communities across the Commonwealth, and Horsham, again, is a terrific place to locate a business. It's expected that this area is going to generate up to $15 million in tax revenue for our school district and for our local community, and provide between 7,000 to 10,000 jobs. That's critical, and again, we need to strike while the iron's hot and get moving so that we can get these projects moving forward.
Now, moving on to another topic, I understand recently you introduced a new piece of legislation which is going to establish tax-free savings accounts to help people with disabilities. What led you to introduce this piece of legislation? You know,
I continually meet with people in my district office who are struggling to make ends meet or to provide for their children. And it's particularly troubling when you meet with families who have children with special needs. I just met with a family last week. They have a 20-year-old son. He's going to age out of the school district. Most people don't realize that children with special needs can remain in school until 21. So next year, he's going to age out of the school district. And this family needs to find a place for him during the day. Someone who can care for him, but also, provide meaning for him and opportunities for him. So in the end, we watch family after family after family struggling with these decisions on what to do with their adult children who have special needs. I've met with constituents who are now senior citizens that have a special needs child who is in their 50s that still needs constant or near constant care. So what this legislation will do is allow people to set aside and save money tax-free. Just like a college savings account, a 529 plan, which many people are familiar with, this is the same concept. The federal government did the same thing back in December. They passed a law, and the president signed into law an act allowing for these savings accounts on the federal side. We needed to do something on the state side so that the state taxes are also alleviated when you're saving for someone who's got disability needs. These funds can be used for housing, they can be used for education, they can be used for training, they can be used for a number of different purposes. It all has to be related to caring for the individual with the disability, whether it's a physical or intellectual disability. But in the end, look, these are people who want to take care of their children, and we need to do everything we can to assist them in that regard.
All right, Representative Todd Stephens, great idea, and sounds like you got getting things moving on that, and good luck on trying to get the piece of legislation through.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the time today.
If you have comments or questions about this or any other legislative topic, Representative Stephens' contact information will be on the screen in a few seconds. Thanks for spending a few minutes with State Representative Todd Stephens.